So this is what $2 will buy you in seed for sugar snap peas at the store. I'd say that's not a lot. So I think maybe what I should do is I should plant them this year and harvest them. I'm going to plant them along this one first trellis on both sides of it. And they get to be about 3 feet tall. So that'll be kind of fun. Back in the garden, I'm gonna transplant these baby lettuce. I think they're gonna do better out in the garden. And so they're going in the second row in from the pathway, closest to the house, right next to beets. And Glenn suggested I don't broad fork this row. I think I'll just give it a light rake with the frilly rake to smooth out the surface. This week is a great week to transplant this kind of stuff because, check this out. We're like cloudy, chance of showers for the next 3 days. So that's perfect. Okay, I had to go back inside. I had to spray myself with off the mosquitoes. So that's the, I'm not complaining about the moisture. But then I have to smother myself in DEET. That's okay, you guys, because in 2003, mosquitoitis came here, West Nile virus from the mosquitoes, and yours truly caught it. Presents like a viral meningitis. I was very healthy young woman in my 20s, and it put me in bed for 2 months. So I'd rather die slowly from DEET poisoning. Probably, ideally, you would use a plug so that you weren't compacting the soil. But this is how I did it last year. I actually did this for my leeks too. And they grew like crazy. So did the lettuce. So yeah, I think it's gonna be all right. What? Maybe I'll invest in one of these plug thingies sometime. Oh yeah, that's a fair amount of roots on those guys. That's just perfect. I'm just gonna pop that right in the hole. Look at that. Just like it was meant to be. The other thing I might do after I throw that root ball in is I just might go around it with my finger, poke a couple little holes around it. That just allows some room on either side of it. And once I get these all in, then I'll get the hose over here and water them in. Okay, I have our initial starts transplanted out into the garden. God, Glenn's not gonna be happy. You see this side of the bed here? I got those lettuce a little bit too close to the edge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a rake and I'm gonna bring the dirt up so that all the water doesn't like slide off the edge of the bed there when we're trying to water these guys. I mean, it's not too late for me to move them over a smidgen, but I think I'll just leave it and bring up the dirt to kind of make a little lip there. All right, that's better. I just defined that bed a little bit, and I mean, if we get a huge rainstorm, it'll erase those edges, but for now, that's gonna be awesome. beautiful sunny morning. It's 11 a.m. here, and it's already 28 degrees Celsius out. There was rain in the forecast that they've taken out, and as promised, I'm supervising until my back feels better. Which, just in case you had no idea, if you don't know me at all, this sitting on the sidelines business is not for me. Thanks to everybody that has wished that my back gets better real soon. Been working on it, guys. Not much has changed since the last garden update. The first row of peas is doing pretty well. Second row is planted right beside it. Everything looks pretty bare yet. Glenn threw some water on these onions. See if we can't get some of those sets that haven't started coming up. And the second row of onions, it's germinated better than that first row. The garlic, we haven't seen any more new growth in there for a while, so I'm afraid out of our over 300 bulbs, I counted 75 that came up, which is pretty disappointing. Glenn's seeding our second round of carrots. I'm pretty sure that's going to be our last round of carrots, right, Glenn? Unless it doesn't germinate, of course. The lettuce is finally rooted and starting to grow. Phew, thank goodness. This is just a variety of lettuce that the bugs don't like. Knock on wood, I guess. Another sort of major disappointment. The very first row we seeded with beets, kale, Swiss chard, spinach, and radishes. This is it. This has been a month. It's been hot. We've had a few showers. But really the most disappointing thing is I am not even going to get a single radish. I can't bend over, so. But that radish top is absolutely smothered in flea beetles. So there is no point in growing anything this year that the flea beetles will eat. This is my sister-in-law's quarter of the garden, except for this first row. We're going to be transplanting out corn that we started in the greenhouse. And so it's going to look great. She's got lots of stuff growing there. She was out and her mom came with her and they planted. And at the back there where those bigger rocks are is where she put her squash. Yeah, I can't wait for this to actually look like a garden, you guys. It's May 21st today. It should be growing. We should have spinach to harvest and Swiss chard to harvest and radishes to eat. I can't tell you what a bummer this is. But, you know, that's the farming game. We just keep going, keep trying. There's been a few people say, why didn't we use seed tape for our carrots? Well, I have used seed tape to grow carrots before, and they still need thinned. So with the way that we plant them this way, they don't need thinned because should they grow, and they will, we don't have that. That is not in our time budget to come out here and thin the carrots so that they'll grow to proper size for us for the boxes or storage. Some straw down, light covering of straw on the new carrots and the old carrots. Just diffuse this hot light for help with germination. We're using dugout water in the sprinklers. So the plants don't respond very well to well water, but hopefully they like the dugout water better and it kind of mimics rain, because that's really what we need to get things going here. There's a dirt devil just outside of the fence that went through. There we go. There we got both operational. That's good. Good job, Glenn.